Pretty eyes, pretty thighs, shawty she a dime. Demon girl, evil eyes, she be telling lies.
Buenas gente de YouTube, bienvenidos a un nuevo video de Wuthering. Estamos en un nuevo capítulo. Antes de empezar, quiero decirles que estuve haciendo unos cambios con respecto al personaje y al nombre, porque bueno, se lo cambié para probar un poco algo, pues para probarlo, aunque bueno, no lo voy a poder usar, pero ¿qué se le va a hacer? Habíamos quedado en que conocimos a una chica que flotaba en el aire, que tipo caminaba tipo en el aire, y sin mucho para decir, podemos comenzar. Eh, sí, vamos a darle porque no sé qué más agregarle. Empecemos. Ah, y por cierto, también estuve tirando el gachapón. Así que tengo algunos personajes nuevos, como por ejemplo,
Scissors
eh,
at the ready.
Nice
a
pick.
Alto,
You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
que lo desbloqueé, aunque no sé si lo voy a usar, pero bueno, lo tengo. Y también tengo algunas armas. Este creo que ya lo tenía antes, así que no creo. Sí, creo que el único que desbloqueé es a Alto y después no tenía otros personajes. Pero sí estuve desbloqueando algunas cosas detrás de cámaras para no hacerlo tan largo y bueno. Vamos directamente al... Y vamos a ver si puedo probar a este personaje que el capítulo anterior lo quise probar y no llegué a probarlo por temas de la vida. La mentira por temas de que no se dio. Así que bueno, en algún momento se dará. O si no, podemos probar los poderes ahora.
Dead center locked.
Mientras no
In the
estamos...
blink of an eye.
Hostia. La verdad tiene... Y la mejoré bastante también. Estuve subiendo niveles, o sea, mejorando los personajes y todas las cosas. Así que están bastante mejorando tanto esta como... Bueno, como el que desbloqueé. Y el otro era el de lentes, que no me acuerdo el nombre ahora, pero bueno. Este de acá.
Anything I can help you with?
Este Joan Wu. También lo desbloqueé en 4 estrellas. Y bueno. Voy a estar usando bastante este personaje porque me parece bastante bueno. Además de que me llamó bastante la atención. Así que...
Raise your glasses! Shout it loud, friends! To us! To the Carnival! And to our very own laureate! A name that echoes through the world, destined to roam the skies before shaking the earth!
Don't be fooled by how he looks. Brant is already deep in his cups, drunk as a skunk.
Ah, bueno.
Oh, let him enjoy himself. The taste of victory is still fresh. And after such a battle, we should celebrate to the fullest. Drink your fill, everyone. This round's on me.
I see someone's been eavesdropping. A devout acolyte wouldn't enter such a place without a good reason.
The Montelli family is known for its hospitality, but freeloaders will not find us so welcoming.
Friends, let's keep the mood lively.
Come, let's discuss the information we've gathered so far. During the carnival, you heard the Sentinel's voice and found a girl named Cartethyia. We've dug up some information on her. In the Order, every high-ranking acolyte is given a new name. We contacted the acolyte Phoebe. After some digging in the Order's records, she confirmed that before taking on her holy title, the Blessed Fleur-de-Lis was called Cartethyia. But the Blessed Maiden, she martyred herself 20 years ago. The family will uncover the truth. The only remaining clue is the inverted tower you mentioned hearing about from the Sentinel. But even that feels elusive.
Judging by your expression, you must have discovered something new, right?
Do you recall what we learned from the stained glass in the tower ruins? There were two divinities at the dawn of Renascita. If one refers to the Sentinel, then the other, who could stand alongside them, might be the Threnodian. The two are undoubtedly linked, so uncovering one could lead us to the other. Remember Gilberto from the Physalia family? It took a lot to get him to talk, but we finally got some information from him. As he tells it, the Physalia family's long-revered deity is none other than Leviathan, the Threnodian from the sea's depths.
Leviatán.
It's hard to believe, I know. But recent events have only reinforced what we discovered from the stained glass.
The Physalia family has been on this island since the founding of Renascita. So their worship of the Threnodian may have persisted for centuries.
We will attempt to establish contact with the Physalias to build an alliance and gather more intelligence. Rest assured, negotiation is what we do best. If necessary, we'll present them with an offer they can't refuse.
Excuse me for the interruption. Greetings, esteemed guest. The Primus wishes to invite you for a conversation at the Cathedral of Mercury. Would you be so inclined?
How curious. Since when has the Primus become so interested in social calls?
It could very well be a trap.
I'm merely conveying the Primus's invitation. The choice is yours.
Remember, you're not alone. If anything happens, just let us know.
Very well. Please follow me to the Cathedral of Mercury.
A mí me huele a que es una trampa. Y una muy grande. Ah, sí. Bueno, me cambié el personaje para probar. Aunque no creo que haya mucha diferencia entre uno y otro. Ya que son lo mismo. Pero bueno. Tampoco es que los capaz los use por lo menos por un buen tiempo. Ya que están... O sea, no lo voy a poder usar. Pero bueno. Qué sé yo. Quería probar cambiar y a ver si hay alguna diferencia. Aunque medio al pedo porque no los voy a usar prácticamente. Uy. Bienvenido a la Catedral de Mercurio. Este santuario siempre está abierto para todo mundo. Por favor, respete las normas y provisiones de la orden. Absténgase de cualquier comportamiento rebelde o que infrija las reglas, como gritar o pelear dentro. La existencia del centinela, así como blasfemar o cuestionar sus decretos. Hoy en día la orden habla en nombre del centinela, así que cuestionar es cuestionarle a él. Cuestionar a la orden. Ante la estatua del centinela no se permiten malas acciones, provocaciones ni mentiras, ni siquiera las piadosas. Hay más de 100 mandamientos y si no comprende se los puedo explicar. La orden tiene sus propios métodos de juicio para sus acciones. Si tiene preguntas puede consultar los textos sagrados de la Catedral de Mercurio o hablar con uno de nuestros sacerdotes. Que el centinela le bendiga. Arigato. Aunque voy a ver si puedo dejar acaso. Sí, ya. Oh, esto ya no está. Para sus acciones, si tiene puede consultar. Ok, ¿algo más? O nada más. Ok, no. Bueno, listo. Vamos para adentro. Bienvenida. Este santuario siempre está abierto para todo mundo. Ay, no jodas, boludo. Le apreté al chabón de vuelta. Yo quería entrar. Le apreté sin querer. Está bonito el lugar.
Never before have I seen a day so steeped in both shadow and light. The birds sing, the flowers bloom, yet this world knows neither true joy nor eternity. Come closer, righteous one. There's no need for hesitation. I am Fenrico, the primus of the Order of the Deep. Your deeds have reached my ears, and I have long wished to meet you. Alas, the burdens of this world delayed our meeting until now. I beg your pardon for the wait. Please accept my respect for you. You and your troop have shown great talent and ambition, breathing new life into Raguna.
Me da la... Por la figura esta, me parece... O sea, me hace acordar a Silco, que tiene el ojo así... Cos.
I ask you to deliver this message to your companions. From this day forth, the troop shall have permanent rights to perform within the city.
Te pido que hagas llegar este mensaje a los compañeros a partir de hoy. La creo que te hará derecho permanente a actuar dentro de la ciudad.
All mortals stumble, but through pilgrimage, they have cleansed their souls and atoned for their transgressions. They have earned their right to return to this divinely blessed land. I understand that questions weigh on your heart. In the presence of a just divinity, speak freely, and I will answer with all the honesty I possess. By the great sentinel Imperator, I swear to you, there shall be no deceit in my words.
Ya estoy empezando a dudar.
You have walked a path similar to theirs. Indeed, you have the right to meet them. However, due to the dark tide 2 decades ago, the Sentinel's body was gravely wounded and remains in a state of recovery. If you wish to meet them, I will convey your request. I see the thirst for truth in your eyes. It is clear that doubts still linger in your heart. Please, voice your concerns. Fleur-de-Lis. She was the emissary of the Sentinel, and we are grateful for her contributions. 20 years ago, during the dark tide, she sacrificed herself to seal the calamity. She fulfilled her duties in this world and returned to the divine embrace.
Abrazo divino.
Do you know how the dark tide came into being?
No, ni idea.
In Renacita, wars were waged in the name of faith, tearing apart the Sentinel as our faith divided, weakening their divine power. The dark tide's true essence is the divine blood shed from the Sentinel's wounds.
Derramada de la forma.
That tragic past left deep scars, and with their divine power drained, they could not prevent the dark tide's surge 20 years ago.
Oh.
The Blessed Maiden chose to martyr herself. She once again resonated with the Sentinel and, through her sacrifice, restored some of their divine power, bringing an end to the dark tide.
fin a la marea oscura.
Yet, the sentinel remains in a state of healing and still requires a mortal representative. Following the Blessed Maiden's departure, I was granted new authority to cleanse the aftermath of the Dark Tide.
O sea que nos va a querer usar para lo que...
I received the divinity's blessing and became the new Enlightened One. By their will, I fulfill the tasks left unfinished in this world.
Una de dos, o nos quiere utilizar o nos quiere eliminar.
Therefore, we must unify all beliefs, ensuring the purity and unity of our will to prevent another tragedy.
He said she once again resonated with the Sentinel. Was that really a second resonance awakening? Sentinel Jue had a trial with Genshi, but my permission was needed to transfer the Sentinel's power.
I swear, my words are without deceit.
No te creo un carajo.
I see in your eyes that you have walked further on the path of justice than I anticipated.
Que has cambiado más lejos en el camino de la...
Oh, dear Sentinel, please forgive my transgressions. The Dark Tide brought us a blood-stained lesson. To keep our people from faltering, I bound myself to silence, locking away what I witnessed on that fateful day. Fleur-de-Lis, the unrighteous, deceived us all. She was not the Blessed Maiden chosen by the Sentinel. The true maiden has yet to reveal herself.
¿De dónde vino?
You must know that a being capable of rivaling our divinity exists in this world. Humanity's eternal adversary, the evil of all civilizations, the Threnodian. As the Sentinel has their resonator, so does the Threnodian.
Todos tienen uno.
Fleur-de-Lis was shaped, both body and spirit, by our ancient enemy. Her actions were intended to plunge this city into fear and chaos. This is the truth I witnessed. Fleur-de-Lis was the Threnodian's resonator.
Vamos a seguir el camino de la verdad. Nada que decía. No, pero vamos a seguir con la historia. ¿Tiene algo más para decirme?
In the presence of the just divinity, feel free to express your doubts. I shall speak without reservation. I swear by the great Sentinel Imperator, there will be no deceit in my words.
¿Por qué se entierra a la gente con la excusa de la ¿Por qué?
We must create a land that aligns with the Sentinel's vision. We must purge this land of individuals who stray from the righteous path to ensure that our collective will remains unified and pure. However, we honor the deeds of Napoli II, the founding primus, and offer those who have strayed a chance for atonement. The pilgrim's sail follows Napoli's path. He too once endured this arduous journey, yet emerged victorious, earning an audience with the Sentinel. The trials are not mere sufferings, but steps toward redemption. The penitent who confront the trials with sincerity will be allowed to return to the divine's embrace. In the presence of the just divinity, feel free to express your doubts. I shall speak, I swear by the great sentinel imperator, there will be no deceit in my words. Unity is our shield, bound by the law of eternal continuity. Though we revel in the joy of the Carnival, we must also be vigilant. For division is a chronic disease plaguing this city. The growing indulgence among our citizens has already invited divine punishment. We, as stewards of divine will, must guide the people, erecting barriers of reason against the floods of passion. This is the only way to withstand the ever-changing tides. In the presence of the just, I swear by the great sentinel imperator that we uphold the sentinel's principles of justice. The gates to our divine land remain open to all who seek it. This is a city of inclusiveness, welcoming all visitors, including those who try to overstep their bounds. These charlatans misled our people with lies and flattery, diverting them from the divine will. But your timely intervention corrected their course, sparing them from a ruinous fate. Once again, I offer my sincerest gratitude.
Vamos, viejo. No me cayó bien.
How can that be? That blessed maiden. Could she really be the Threnodian's resonator? What if the Primus's words were a bunch of baloney? But we saw cartethyia following the Sentinel's instructions. They wouldn't mix up their own resonator, right? Now my head hurts. Who was she really with? The Sentinel or the Threnodian? Well, probably won't get any more answers from him.
All the clues we've gathered so far point to the Threnodian. And the Phasalia family worships the Threnodian. We'll have to wait for Carlotta to arrange an audience with them. Something tells me this carnival is just the beginning. There's more ahead. I'm sure of it.
Frolova, you do have a knack for indulging in pointless little chores.
Why? There's no rule against an actor making good use of the intermission. Besides, I haven't disrupted your arrangement, have I? The one from a faraway land who discerns the truth dares to raise their sword against the divine. In response, the slumbering gods break free from their shackles, revealing their true forms. The possibility of the second resonance awakening is now a certainty, so we just need to see if that special resonator truly exists. Was the Blessed Maiden a resonator for the Sentinel or the Threnodian? or both? If so, oh, a resonator capable of wielding both powers. I am eager to see how this story ends. Cristoforo, if you don't want to spoil the next act, I might have to give your carefully crafted plot a little nudge. Speaking of which, that rover shines brighter than anyone else in your play. Do you find him interesting as well?
Frolova, it seems we walk different paths. I don't share your fondness for that sort of puppet theater. I merely place the characters on their stage and they act out their fates, driven by their own volition. To remain courageous amidst absurdity. To pursue a spark of divine grace. This, to me, is the truest essence of humanity. Don't you think? Even the most pristine cadence of death pales beside the untamed, fervent, and tenacious spirits of the living. In their journey, they resolutely overcome all obstacles. They pursue, they tear, they burn, simply because they desire to. I think you should leave your secluded mansion. Take a walk and listen to the voices scattered across the world.
Perhaps. From Huanglong to Rinasita, he has indeed added a few unexpectedly beautiful notes to my symphony.
I am certain that, even without any direction, he will walk the path that destiny has laid before him. All things ascend toward a singular point of convergence. And what awaits at the end is immortality. Before the tides of fate, we are all but humble servants.
Hello? Do you mind dropping by the Strand when you have time? Brent and Bartolino are away, and they put me in charge of the welcoming proceedings. I'm feeling a bit nervous about it. Part of me just wants to crawl into my box. Pero is all stressed out because of me. Pero. I tend to fumble with words when talking to people. I'm worried I won't do a good job accommodating everyone. If the laureate himself were here, I wouldn't be so nervous. It would make things easier. So, as our new laureate, we need your help.
Yo firmé la carretera en el momento del saludo final. Ya se lo envié desde mi terminal. Qué espectáculo, podía casi sentir el calor. Por cierto, todo comedia improvisada, ¿no? Qué concepto tan osado y novedoso. En cuanto sea posible, me encantaría hacer un documental sobre la club. No, espera. Hay que tomar las oportunidades cuando se presentan. Prepararé el plan de rodaje y cuando llegue el momento agradecería si me puedes poner en contacto con la club. Matanga. Así que ya nos topamos con... a la mierda. Uy, ¿qué fue eso? Ahí me fijo de nuevo.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
No se puede, no se puede. Tuc. Espero que todo esté bien contigo y estés disfrutando de tu tiempo en Renacita. Te escribo porque necesito un favor de alguien en quien confío completamente. La orden está planeada guardar algo en la bóveda de la familia, probablemente para algo mucho más grande con sus conexiones en ambos lados. Eres la única persona que pueden pensar para manejar esto con discreción. No te preocupes, enviaré a alguien para guiarte. Las tareas simples solo llevan al objetivo de la boda y por supuesto tengo una recompensa lista que hará que valga la pena. Si decides ayudarme, acércate a la bóveda a Berardo. Cuando puedas, allí te daré más detalles. Esto no lo... Esto no lo leía, porque bueno, no lo leía. No lo sé, no lo estaba leyendo. Chuchas. Tuki, tuki, tuki. Vamos a ver el mapa. Ok. No hay nada. No. Vamos volando. No, pero acá no. Uy, cómo me bajo.
You there, Abster?
What's up?
It's taking longer for Abby to react.
Hey, there's nothing to worry about. I'm just a little beat, that's all. Oh, earlier, when I was half asleep, I came up with this great idea for finding the Sentinel.
Let's hear it.
Didn't the Sentinels say they're locked up in some kind of tower in the sky? Well, how about I just fly up there and look for it? Easy as pie.
The tower is either too far to see, or it's totally covered by clouds. Otherwise, we would have seen some sign of it on the ground. In the shape you're in, are you sure you could fly that far?
Hey, come on! It won't hurt to try. The cliff at Eglatown would be a perfect launch pad.
Estas son misiones secundarias, ¿no? Oh. Con humildad, justicia y valentía juro no usar nunca la fuerza contra mujeres, niños o personas indefensas. Me opondré a la injusticia hasta mi último aliento. ¿Qué le parece, señor Cosimo? No me dejé ni una palabra. ¿Podemos comenzar ya con la ceremonia de nombramiento? Es cierto, lo recitaste a la perfección, pero yo ya no formo parte de la orden. Quien tienes ante ti no es más que un simple posadero. Me temo que no tengo derecho a armarte, aunque sí tengo algunos viejos amigos todavía en la orden. Si esperas un poco podría... No tiene derecho, pero no puedo esperar más, señor Cosino. Usted siempre encuentra una excusa tras otra para retrasar la ceremonia. Cuidado con las palabras, Carl. Este tipo de acusaciones traicionan todo lo que acabas de jurar defender. ¿Cómo te atreves a decir esas cosas delante de un extranjero? Perdón, señor. Digan la verdad usted. ¿No cree que yo viera un caballero cuando era pequeño, verdad? Ok. Creí que iba a necesitar ayuda, pero no fue tanto. Vale, ya que estamos cerca vamos a hacer la otra. A ver dónde. Creo que es esta, ¿no?
Scissors at the ready.
Hola. Yo creí en el pueblo de Egla. Suelo venir de visita durante la temporada baja. Además, esta vez he invitado a alguien especial a venir conmigo. Mira, Chalulu, él es Luis. Hola. Parece que a Chalulu le caes muy bien. Debes tener un encanto especial para los ecos. Más o menos. Tranquila, parece que tienes ganas de locas de compartir su nuevo descubrimiento contigo. Mira esos grafitis. No son mucho más que simples grafitis. Puedo sentir que desprenden una frecuencia única probablemente proveniente de un eco. Parece estar fascinada por los grafitis. Sus ojos estudian cada caso con una curiosidad pasional. Si alguien intenta borrar el graffiti, seguro que Chaluru se lo impedirá. No sé qué dice, pero me cae bien. Nunca pensé que lo sé cómo aprender a pintar. La verdad que sí. Supongo, bueno, hacer pintadas como esta puede ser la forma más fácil de expresarse para quien lo necesita. La pregunta, ¿qué está tratando de decirnos este? Te hace reflexionar, ¿no? No sabemos ni no, ¿qué nos referimos? Podemos denominarlo a partir de ahora, grafitero. Hablando de ecos, tu conexión con ellos es realmente profunda. Probablemente entiendas sus pensamientos mejor de lo que otros podrían hacerlo jamás. ¿Te importaría fotografiar las obras del grafitero antes de que desaparezcan? Podría descubrir algo increíble. ¿Soy yo? ¿Se parece a Italia esto? No, esto es horrible. ¿Qué hago ahora? ¿Algún problema? Rápido, ayúdame a recoger estas páginas de la historia no oficial de Rinascita que hay por el suelo. Luego te explico. Pero cuidado, son páginas muy frágiles. Por ahora transfórmate en lo que quede de ese puesto de libros de allí. El suave tacto de sus manitas no dañarán las páginas. Puede resonar con el libro perdido, percibiendo el rastro de sus páginas perdidas. Ah, en el conejo. Guía para recoger las páginas perdidas siguiendo el rastro detectado lo más posible. Una vez que todas las páginas están recogidas, el libro perdido se restaurará completamente. Ah, ahí está. Desafío eco perdido al menos de la semana durante todo el día. ¿Y qué tengo que hacer? A ver, tengo que ir acá. Entendí. Mayor suena fatal. Supongo que lo tengo que hacer en orden, ¿no? Ya entiendo. Creo que lo hice bien, ¿no? El joven mayor suena... Bueno, no entendí. Vamos a la misión principal que no entendí que hay que hacer. Ali. Uy, una cornuda. Me refiero por los cuernos.
Music itself holds no emotion. It's the heart that grants it meaning. So, dear listener, tell me, what feelings did my piece evoke in you? very valuable insight. Thank you. That brings me closer to completing my piece. Salutations, Rover. My name is Ciaccona, a wandering bard. I'm glad to have met you. I was sent by Lady Carlotta to find you. As I passed that abandoned house, I suddenly felt this, well, you know, rush of inspiration that just can't be ignored. So I stopped to compose a piece. Surprise, surprise, the melody led me right to you. Well, I suppose this won't count as me getting distracted, right?
If Carlotta asked you to find me, has something happened?
Lady Carlotta told me you encountered the supposed martyred maiden, Cartethyia. She dispatched search teams soon after, but there's been no sign of Cartethyia since. That's why she asked me to use my forte to recreate the frequency you experienced at the time, to see if any details you might have missed become clearer.
Recreate the frequency?
Well, it's a little tricky to explain in words. Think of it like being in an immersive portrait. Can you tell me about your meeting with Cartethyia? The more details, the better. Even the smallest things count. Let's see here. Tweak a few notes here. Some emotions there. Textures. That should do it.
A la miércoles. La resonadora de la
Now
música.
then, Rover. Time for you to tune in to your memories.
Es un... ¿cómo es? Un elfo, ¿no? Por las orejas.
Tune in to my memories. Does that mean I'm supposed to see the past from another perspective?
Laureate.
Puede.
Our tacit marks are glowing again. It appears there is a special connection between them.
Ah, no, no ve. Pasa, se parece, ¿no?
What is the meaning of this?
Someone used their resonance ability to help me relive this moment. But this seems unexpected.
How did you first come to notice me?
The Sentinel. Imperator's voice guided me to you.
You heard the Sentinel's voice? Then tell me, Am I their resonator?
Well, Imperator called you the Lost, and Primus Fenrico claims you are the resonator for Leviathan, the Threnodian. But you really don't have any idea?
I've actually been searching for the answer to this question too. My memories are fragmented. I remember becoming a resonator, and the moment I was given the name Fleur-de-Lis. I also remember fighting something, but the details and the outcome of that battle are lost to me. You seem deeply concerned about the Sentinel. Tell me, why is that?
You rang? Whoa! Check it out! Our frequencies got split apart.
Ahora somos...
Basically, we're sorta in that hover mode you once joked about. Nothing new to me, though.
This must be the frequency that's entangled within you. Is it some kind of echo? Yes. I'm experiencing a similar kind of frequency split. Though there is little that remains of my resonance powers. I feel its frequency weakening. I understand why you're eager to find the Sentinel. You said you heard the Sentinel's voice. Was there anything else they said?
They spoke of being ensnared in an inverted tower suspended in the sky.
Ensnared? Does that mean behind the seals there's... I'm sure you've noticed that I was drawn here only as a frequency. My true form currently resides inside an inverted sonorosphere, suspended high in the sky. At its center stands a tower, its gate locked by 3 seals. I've sensed a voice calling out to me from behind them. Could it be the Sentinel?
Say, it's really faint, so I barely noticed earlier. Is that a Threnodian smell I'm getting from you?
The scent of a Threnodian? You can perceive the Threnodian?
It's not an exact one-to-one with that big Ovathraxula meatball I had. But I'd never mix up a flavor I've already tasted.
Abby has a nose for these sort of things. We came across Threnodian powers before in Jinzhou. So, it's safe to say Abby can be trusted.
Do you think I'm the Threnodian's resonator?
If we're making assumptions, let's err on the optimistic side first. Given your current situation, it is possible you were affected by the Threnodian's powers during your battle alongside Imperator. that could be the reason behind losing all your power, too.
I take it this theory would benefit you as well. After all, that unique echo of yours needs the Sentinel's powers for treatment, does it not? Even in adventure tales, it's not always the witch who loses her memory. It could also be a blessed maiden, trying to regain her powers. In that case, it appears we share the same goal of finding the Sentinel. Spending so much time alone in the Sonorosphere gave me plenty of time to consider countless possibilities. I've braced myself for whatever may come until I find the answers I'm seeking.
I want to know what's going on with Imperator in that tower. And I want to speak with you in person. How can I reach your Sonorosphere?
A part of the Sonorosphere is actually on land, though its outer perimeter is surrounded by a barrier. I cannot leave, and no one can enter. I'm afraid that won't do. That barrier also acts as the power source that maintains the Sonorosphere's integrity. If it's destroyed, the entire sphere will collapse. And the ruins, along with the tacit discords it houses, would come crashing down on Raguna. It would be catastrophic.
You said no one can get in. Has anyone tried?
Yes. I've occasionally sensed someone wandering outside the barrier, as if searching for a way inside. Perhaps they know something.
Any distinguishing features?
Almost like a deep-sea jellyfish. I wasn't able to get a clear look. I can only describe the feeling I got from her as a resonator.
Creo que está mintiendo, ¿no?
It would seem this resonance ability can only last for so long.
I'll look for a way to find this person you mentioned.
Something tells me you will keep your promise. No matter the outcome, this may be my chance to find the answers I've been looking for.
No sé por qué, pero me da la sensación de que estaba diciendo alguna mentira o algo.
Rover? Rover? Oh, thank goodness. You're finally awake. How are you feeling? Any headache, tingling feet, upset stomach? Phew. I tried everything, but you just wouldn't wake up. I thought you were... Wait a second. Did you actually fall asleep listening to my music? Oh. It kind of breaks my heart to know you reacted like that when it wasn't even a lullaby.
No, it was really helpful.
Helpful for your sleeping troubles, hmm? Wow. So my forte created a special connection that led to some unexpected developments. The girl, is she friend or foe? What truths lie behind the seal, and who is that mysterious wandering figure? I have a feeling this is going to be a very exciting song.
Meow.
I'll pass this information on to Lady Carlotta. So, what do you plan to do next?
Pardon the intrusion, my lord. My name is Sebastian. As per milady's instructions, I have been entrusted with the honor of inviting you to the Phasalia estate for a discussion.
The Phasalia family. The one that's likely worshipping the Threnodian. Why does she want to talk with me?
Milady has expressed a desire to clear up some unfortunate misunderstandings that occurred previously.
Tell her I accept the invitation, but at a later time.
I will convey your message to Milady.
Didn't expect the head of the Phasalia family to come looking for you. Especially while they're still in the middle of negotiations with Lady Carlotta. She's just as unpredictable as the rumors say. I suppose you would want to know more about her before taking up her invitation, hmm? She's known to be a recluse, and rarely makes public appearances. No one outside the family even knows her real name. They just call her the head of the Phasalia family. I've heard quite a few rumors. Which one would you like to hear first? I have Shadow of the Ancient, Lady Bane, or maybe Entangler of Hearts. Hello, that's why they're called rumors. I'm just doing my due diligence by being faithful to the source material. So, ready to dive right in? Well, long story short, the Phasalia family was one of the first to set foot on these islands and establish order in Renacita. Their lineage even predates the Order of the Deep, and their craft of extracting toxins from aquatic plants is a legacy passed down through generations. Word is, they select the new head of household by having candidates ingest each other's poisons and wait to see who's still breathing when it's all over. Stories about the current head of the Phasalias get even wilder. They say she didn't go through the usual selection process. Instead, she took the throne by poisoning her predecessor. Others say she's a master in the art of manipulation, drowning her victims in hallucinations until they agree to her terms without even realizing it.
Son bastante retorcidos.
In any case, the Phasalia family aside, she's someone you definitely want to handle with care. If you're set on meeting her, I'd be extra careful if I were you.
The way she describes the head of Phasalia reminds me of how Cartethyia spoke about the wandering figure by the barrier. I can't rule out the possibility that they're the same person. Looks like I'll need to pay her a visit.
Son bastante retorcidos. ¿Cómo que tocar? ¿Tocar qué cosa? Uy, está bastante lejos esto. A ver. Debería ponerse en contacto contigo cuando termine su reto con más frecuencia. Por cierto, quería preguntarte qué estabas haciendo cuando nos encontramos. O solo iba a tirar ahí por el igual hasta otro rato. Bueno, gente de YouTube, hasta acá lo dejamos el día de hoy. Espero que les haya gustado. Si es así, pueden dejar su like, suscribirse y comentar. Nada, estuvimos descubriendo varias cosas de la familia. Parecen ser gente bastante extrovertida.
¿Qué carajo?
Perdón. Bastante... Me equivoqué de palabra. ¿Cómo decirlo? Bastante retorcidas. Y pues tienen cosas bastante oscuras. Curioso que hayan aparecido en el principio de los tiempos. Parecen como una mini mafia o una mafia, si es que no es eso. Pero bueno, la verdad muchas veces se me pasa el hecho de que de la historia, no es que no preste atención, sino que no sé, estoy como medio distraído o qué sé yo. Pero bueno, espero ahora sí que les haya gustado. Les dejo las redes sociales, mi otro canal en la descripción. Y nos vemos próximamente con más. Gracias por pasar y hasta la próxima. Adiós.
Hasta la próxima.